Thank you for giving me the floor. My name is Matthieu. I'm the head of Digital Economy Department in the Ministry of Economy in France. And I'm really enthusiastic about today's session at IDSA. And I want to thank the organizers, both IDSA itself, but also their hub in France. I know IMT has been very involved in making this event a reality and providing it with very strong dynamics. And I want to thank Anne-Sophie Taillandier, amongst other people, for her outstanding involvement in making this happen today. As you know, for us governments in Europe, the attention, the involvement in data economy policies has reached unprecedented state in the last few years. It's been a very constant focus of our digital policies at European, but also national level in the last few years. And I think we're coming to a point where this initiative about data spaces is becoming critical for us to reach the objectives that we've set for the digital economy. In particular, I think we need to acknowledge that we've reached a level of involvement of end users and providers that was never before achieved in Europe. And one aspect that I want to stress is the role, the contribution of the Gaia-X initiative in this regard. Gaia-X, only a year and a half ago, was only an emerging project between France and Germany, and it's reached now a state where its board now assembles representatives from 7 countries. It's reached an ecosystem dynamics that is extremely strong, and sometimes even we need to manage. So I think we are at a point in Europe where all key players, end users and providers, are now in a position to determine what the future of data economy in Europe can be. And Gaia-X can provide one aspect of this. Beyond that, and I think within Gaia-X, we're expecting a lot from all the data spaces initiatives that are being launched. In France only, we have about 14 working groups working on potential data spaces. And we're really hopeful that almost all of them will achieve the ability to create concrete projects that will play a significant role at European level, but also create a momentum at global level as well for our key players in Europe. We know Europe has a role to play in terms of data space, in terms of industrial data, and we know this is a key asset for us to be on the first front of the data economy in the world. And I want to thank all of those behind these working groups. They're providing their time. Their involvement is essential in making these projects, which are collective projects, which are making a difference in the environment, in their ecosystems. I want to especially thank those behind the French hub of Gaia-X, including SIGREF, including the Academy of Technology in France, including Systematic, which is a cluster of very good quality that we have in the Paris region. And so we want to federate all efforts across those various data spaces. As far as the French government is concerned, we are supporting Gaia-X, we're supporting this French hub, but we are also committed to support the data spaces, and we've been committed to this since 2018 already, with several projects already being funded in the spirit of data spaces in sectors such as agriculture, in sectors such as energy as well, and we want this to come to a new size, to expand, to scale up, as was mentioned by our president last week with the Scale Up Europe initiative. So we want this to scale, and we are willing to commit to support that further there will be probably around 100 million euros additional support from the French government into data spaces, and we want the French players to insert themselves into European initiatives of data spaces. With that, with Gaia-X, with the French hub, with the support to data spaces, we are really hopeful that we can achieve a greater support both to end users and to the supply providers of hosting services, but also data analytics. And I want to stress that this is extremely important for us, that those data spaces work in an integrated manner with the supply chain, with suppliers who are today in this room, in this virtual room at IDSA, such as OVH, such as Scaleway, Outscale, DocaPost, and others, plenty of other companies that are part of the extremely lively ecosystem of solution providers of data spaces in France and in Europe. And I think this is also a very important part of our expectations towards IDSA today, is to bring everyone together. And in order to just paraphrase the baseline of this conference, let's go build data spaces now. Thank you very much.